Hey, what's going on, my frosty little friends? My name is Frosty Alpha, and welcome back to another team builder for the RBL. Our week 8 team builder. Sorry, losing track of all the numbers. There's quite a bit going on this week. But this week we are playing we are playing Jove 6 and the Minnesota Eon Twins. So, the Eon Twins have a very good team. Let me bring up their team real quick. I have it right here. They have a very good team. And he is a Season 2 A-League champion. So he won last season. And the last time we met, we had a small battle right after the season ended, where I took my team versus his team. It was just kind of one we played for fun, where we were soundly defeated 2-0. So I don't want to lose again. I think I have a good team to handle his team. And his team has some definite powerhouses. But I'm hoping to be able to get around all of those. So, his team consists of Gyarados and Mega Gyarados, Latias, one of the Eon Twins, Conkeldurr, Darmanitan, Empoleon, Tornadus, Electivire, Weezing, Gourgeist, its evolved form, Lilligant, Tauros, and Mesprit. So he has he has a really good, well-rounded team and a lot of options with what he can use this team for. So he has quite a bit going for it. So first off, biggest worries is Darmanitan. Darmanitan by far sticks out of my head as the biggest worry. Right behind that is going to be Gyarados. Gyarados can be a very big threat with Conkeldurr and Latias right behind it. Mesprit is also a pretty big threat, but it's not as big as the threat of what I'm planning for. But so far, Darmanitan seems to be the biggest threat that I see on his team. So I definitely need to see what I can do. I built this team to handle Darmanitan and all of these threats. So let's just get right on into it. This week we're bringing kind of a weird team, but I think it's going to work well. And I'm hoping that it does work well. So let me just make sure that all of this is recording. Good. Okay. So, like I said, so many issues with recording. So, our team is going to be consisting of Mawile, Dragonite, Jellicent, Sylveon, Espeon, and Krookodile. Sylveon and Espeon kind of go hand in hand just because of the setups that I have for both of them. We're bringing the ex-girlfriend, Mawile. If this thing was Mega Mawile, I would have named it the ex-wife. But unfortunately, because it's just Sheer Force Life Orb, it's going to be the ex-girlfriend, because the ex-girlfriend does damage, but not as much as the ex-wife can do. So, but this team I built, I like the team. I built it I built it to handle threats and to be able to weaken Mons, to be able to play the Krookodile's strength of being able to Moxie Sweep at the end. So I'm realizing that if I weaken it down, Krookodile has an easier time Moxie Sweeping. So I think this is going to be the best one. So let's get right into it. The first time we're bringing her, the ex-girlfriend, which I need to turn this to female. I don't know why I didn't. Anyways, we're bringing the ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend is a Sheer Force Life Orb. It is meant to set up Stealth Rocks. As you can see, it has my Stealth Rocks. It's meant to Sucker Punch, Play Rough, and Thunder Punch. This is a moveset that is specially designed for Latias. It's specially designed for Latias, for Gyarados, and for Empoleon. Empoleon's one of the biggest threats. While I do get, I believe it's 2 yes, I get 2 hit KO'd by Scalds from Empoleon. He also gets nailed by Thunder Punch. So Thunder Punch will do an extreme amount of damage, and then I can Sucker Punch on the next turn and take it out before I get taken out by Scalds. Provided I don't get burn damage. You never know with Scald, it's 30% chance, but I actually like the set. I've been wanting to run this for a while. I just haven't, just with the team setups and the way it was going, I just haven't found a way to get it in, and I'm actually really happy to be able to bring Mawile. My NU picks are becoming really hard to get in, especially with my opponent's teams being as good as they are. They're harder to get in. So I'm actually glad that I was able to bring Mawile this time and show everybody that yes, I can bring my NU picks and that they can work with the team. So I'm hoping that she puts in quite a bit of work and she weakens down the teams and helps out. After that, we're bringing the same Charizard we brought last week. I think with Earthquake instead of one other move, but it's Banded Dragonite. Still does a lot of damage, Outrage, Extreme Speed. He does not have a Fairy. If I were faster, I could have gone Scarfed Outrage, but there's no guarantee I'd outspeed everything, especially Scarfed Darmanitan outspeeds me anyways. And Scarfed Darmanitan with Rock Slide, if I take damage, he's gonna outdo me anyways. So I felt banded. I can band myself in. I can do the extra damage. Extreme Speed still does a lot to Darmanitan, so if it's weakened already from Flare Blitzing, I can get in, Extreme Speed it down. It does a lot of damage to pretty much everyone except for, I think Weezing takes like 30%. And Empoleon takes like nothing, just because of its steel typing. But this hits Gyarados extremely hard. Even Mega Gyarados, I think, takes like 65%. So it's a 2-hit KO and a priority +2, so there's nothing he would have that out-prioritizes me. But this is pretty much, my MVP so far this entire season. If there's a mon I can ever bring that I realize, if there's a mon I can bring that does damage, it weakens, and has been putting in all the work, it's Dragonite this season. Dragonite seems to be my biggest mon for pushing stuff like this. So it's pretty much the same set we bought last week. 252 speed, 252 attack, Adamant Nature. Pretty much there to extreme speed everything down. Superpower, should he bring Tauros or I think it's if I get a chance to get it in and use it on Empoleon. Empoleon is 2 times weak to fighting, so this thing will not survive a banded superpower from it, nor is it faster. So from there, we're gonna go into the next one, which I don't know why this isn't a female either. This is supposed to be its princess. We're bringing Princess Argelis in. This thing is our physical wall again, but it's also it's gonna be rocking the Rocky Helmet with Water Absorb again. So the Rocky Helmet is just something that I wanted to bring to be able to handle Darmanitan and also physical Gyarados, Mega D-Dance Gyarados. I need to be able to weaken them so that way I can take them out later. So I felt Rocky Helmet was going to be the better thing. Water Absorbs, so that way if it goes for Waterfalls, like if I have Crocodile in and I know it's going to go for Waterfall, it outspeeds, I could bring it in. He Waterfalls, heals me, gets me a chance to get a Will-O-Wisp off, depending on how many, if I can survive a D-Dance 1, if he gets 2+2, then I'm pretty much going to get one-shotted, but Rocky Helmet will do damage and hopefully put the thing in range to be able to be taken out. Conkeldurr, it's also for Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr has to go for knockoffs or poison jabs. This thing's just meant to damage it. It's also meant to damage physical Tornadus. It's also meant to damage Electivire and Tauros. So any of these mons that are physical, they're going to get taken. They're going to do anything like that. So 252 defense, 252 special defense. I'm actually just leaving its bulk the way it is and going into both the defenses because I need this thing to be able to eat quite a bit. And it has good special defense. So this will be able to eat another special defense hit. It survives, I think, a Quiver Danced, +1 Quiver Danced Lilligant, and I forgot what it's called. Petal Dance, I think is what it's called. The one where it's the special. It's like Outrage, but it's a special version for grass. I think it's called Petal Dance. This survives 1. It doesn't survive 2. It survives 1, and that allows me to get, either Scald or or a Psychic or something like that. I'm bringing Psychic for Conkeldurr because even if Conkeldurr is Assault Vest, this thing still takes like 45%, and he 3-hit KOs me. So if he comes in and does damage, I can Psychic, then recover, and then Psychic again. He does not outspeed me, so I will recover my HP first. Plus with Rocky Helmet, if he decides to just go for poison jabs trying to poison me, Rocky Helmet will wear him down. Or if he goes for a knockoff, the knockoff will do initial damage with Rocky Helmet, allowing Psychic to deal damage. I can then recover. I'll take like, I think 35% at most of that, and then I can Psychic again on the next turn, or recover back up and Psychic again on the next turn after that. So this thing is meant to pretty much wall Conkeldurr. It doesn't mean it will do a great job, because if it's guts boosted, I'm gonna be in a world of trouble. But other than that, next mon, we're bringing Madoka Magica. This is our really, really weird Sylveon. This is a physical defensive bulk version with Wish, Heal Bell, Calm Mind, and Hyper Voice. Now Hyper Voice is just there to straight Hyper Voice with Calm Minds. I plan on setting this thing up with like a couple of them. I want to get at least at least one, hopefully two I can get up. The goal is to eventually stack them so I can get to like +5 or 6 and become almost unkillable at that point. Conkeldurr can still do good damage, but then he'll get like 2-shotted by a +2 Hyper Voice. And Sylveon outspeeds it to begin with, so he'll basically take a Hyper Voice, he'll Poison Jab. I can Wish, I'll take the Poison Jab, Hyper Voice, Wish again, take the Poison Jab, Hyper Voice, or anything like that. I have Heal Bell for should somebody get burned, or should I get Toxic, I can then, get rid of it and I don't have to worry about it. And plus it goes in with the next set that Tsunade, our Espeon, is running. So they kind of go hand in hand. And I wish I could have actually had Baton Pass, so I could have like set up and then maybe Baton Passed it over to like Jellicent. Jellicent with like a +2 would be amazing, because then its special defense becomes even better than it is before. And then with Rocky Helmet, if they don't have a way to knock it off, they just have to sit there and take Rocky Helmet damage, and then they can't do anything specially to it. So, I mean, just didn't have enough. Heal Bell took priority over Calm Mind. So next we're bringing Tsunade. Why are you not shiny? Thank you. So we're bringing Tsunade. Focus Sash, Magic Bounce, Baton Pass, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and Psychic. Now this thing is meant to set up Calm Minds and then patch them over to Sylveon, to our Madoka. And the hope is to get 1 or 2 of them up, so that way when I pass it, I can get, more, I can sustain less damage and then Calm Mind and wish myself back up, and eventually get to, hopefully it is a +6, and then I can just sit there and Hyper Voice the day away while wishing myself back up to full HP. So that's the hope. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. That would be fun, but it's going to be a Timid Nature, 252 attack, even with like +2. I think Psychic at +1 takes out Conkeldurr. Dazzling Gleam at +1 damn near takes out Latios. It does take out Mega Gyarados. Not regular Gyarados, but Mega Gyarados gets taken out. Psychic one-shots after a +1 on what is that? Darmanitan. The only thing that takes at least almost 3 after a +1 or 2 is Special Defensive Empoleon. Special Defensive Empoleon can't really do anything. Dazzling Gleam will do damage to... whatever the hell this is, Mesprit, but it won't, it'll still take at least a 2-hit KO at a +1, so it's just one of those things I have to wait and see how the match plays out. If I can get a chance to get a +1 or +2 up, I could love to do it. I need to remember that it has physical moves too. I totally forgot about that right now. I might have to make some changes. No, screw it, we're gonna roll with it. I just totally forgot that Mesprit also has physical moves as well, and it can be physical, so I don't see him bringing physical. He already has quite offensive physical powers here with Conkeldurr and Darmanitan, so I don't see him bringing physical Mesprit. I see him bringing Healing Wish Mesprit. Like, just support Mesprit, but we'll see how it goes. So, but this one, I like the set. I'm hoping to get it into a +2 or +3. And then Baton Passing it into Sylveon, so that way Sylveon can then just Hyper Voice, Wish, Hyper Voice, Calm Mind again, however it wants to do it. But my major win con for this is going to be Crocodile. Choice Scarf Moxie, and has just enough and everything to take anything on the team on. Superpower is a 1-hit KO on Darmanitan because Darmanitan's defenses. It's also a 1-hit KO on... I believe it's a 1-hit or 2-hit KO on Empoleon. Thunderfang is also for Empoleon. It is also for Gyarados, should he bring defensive Gyarados. Knockoff for Latios. Knockoff also for, to hit Conkeldurr to knock off the Assault Vest. To pretty much knock anything off at this point. It'll also hit Mesprit. And then Earthquake, that takes out Darmanitan. That also hits... It also hits Empoleon, so it just depends on what I lock myself into. I just want to make sure that... Because Empoleon can really take me out. If I don't take it out in one shot. So I had a couple of moves that could do it, so, depending on what I lock myself into. But he has he has 4 mons technically off the ground. If he brings regular Gyarados, he has 4. If he doesn't bring even if he does bring Mega Gyarados, he'll have a turn with it off the ground. When you Mega Evolve Gyarados, it sits on the ground due to losing its flying typing. So now it becomes now it takes damage from Earth attacks. So He has 3 mons off the ground, but Earthquake is still a powerful stab should he not bring mons that are off the ground. I'm hoping to get the Moxie train rolling again. It outspeeds a +1 D-Dance. Even with speed, with a D-Dance up, this thing outspeeds Gyarados, Mega Gyarados. Because Mega Gyarados doesn't get any speed increases. So his speed stays the same no matter what. So Mega Gyarados and Gyarados get the same speed. But with Scarf, I should outspeed a +1. +2, I have no idea. Probably not. It really depends. Because I get 77. Or do I get 67? No, I get 77. So 77, that's 51. 51. It's like 220. It's like 221 or 222 speed with Crocodile. So it really just depends on whether that can happen or not. It just really depends. It really does. So I'd have to check all speed tiers, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to assume at +2 it's not going to happen, that he would outspeed me at that point. And then I would take probably a waterfall to the face, and it would not be good. I don't think this thing gets Aqua Jet. Does this thing get Aqua Jet? I don't think it does. Because Aqua Jet Gyarados would be amazing at +1. I'm not going to lie. That would be like on the standard Smogon builds, if that were it. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so Gyarados, let me search here. Aqua Jet. No, it does not get Aqua Jet. It gets Aqua Tail, but not Aqua Jet. Which kind of, it would be awesome to see Gyarados get Aqua Jet. Maybe in Gen 7. Aqua Jet Gyarados too strong? Banded Gyarados with Aqua Jet. Oh man, this thing had a priority move. Would be amazing. Anyways, but this is the team. This is the team we're bringing. Like I said, we're bringing the ex-girlfriend, Charizard, Princess, Madoka Magica, Tsunade, and Dundee. So it was too much to put in Crocodile Dundee, so I just started naming him Dundee. And ever since I've done that, I've been having really good luck with him lately. So I don't know. Maybe the name change is what he needed. So maybe his brother Dundee decided to come down and actually play for him. But this is the team we're bringing. I like the team. I think we have a good shot against the Eon Twins. They have a peculiar battle style. I want to thank Warriors and TJG for helping me with the set. It was TJG who gave me the idea to do Baton Pass Calm Mind. Like I said something about it, but he was the one who was like, yeah, that would be really good, you should do that. So I'm really hoping that works out. So I want to thank him for helping me with team building, and also with Warriors for helping me with some ideas as well. Now, a special little thing and a little announcement. Cap from Cap Crump, whose link will be down in the description below, he is going on vacation. And so we're actually going to be doing our battle in a couple of days. So our battle is not supposed to be for another week and a half. But because he's going on vacation, he wants to knock the battles out before he goes. So that way he doesn't have to rely on his assistant coach should it not, this is why we have assistant coaches for stuff like this. But he wants to do the battles himself, and I understand that. I want to do it too. Nobody wants to rely on their assistant coach to do the battles for him. So we'll actually have that battle up probably next weekish sometime. So it's been really hard to record and edit. Just everything with the computer software. I've been figuring out new things. My mic doesn't sound all that great. It might sound okay-ish now, but it's really iffy when it decides it wants to sound good. So hopefully we'll get a new mic soon. I'm really, really hoping for a new mic. I want a Blue Yeti so bad. They're so nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe as always. And I will see you in our next episode when I do probably not a live battle, but a battle recap, a post-battle recap, just because I believe my son is going to be home soon, and our battle is not going to be, it's going to happen when he's here. So it's harder to record when he's here. But I hope you guys have a good day, and remember, stay frosty, my friends, alright?